Ever wonder why your roller set curls last almost 2 weeks, but your wand curls disappear before brunch is over? It's science, baby. So let's break it down. Hair is basically nature's fiber, made mostly of keratin, the same tough stuff in your nails and skin. And it has three main layers: cuticle, the bodyguard keeping the inner layers safe; cortex, the powerhouse giving hair its strength, stretch, and color; and the medulla, the VIP section. Some hairs get in, some don't. Fine hair, sorry, but you're not on the list. But the real game changer is your hair's bonds. They decide whether your curls will slay or betray you. Now let's take a look into the process of your hair going from wet to dry. When your hair is wet, hydrogen bonds get loose and flexible, kind of like you after one mimosa. And as your hair dries, those bonds reform into the shape you set it in. So for a roller set, curls are going to stay put. Even if you air dry your hair in a bun, you notice how you get those random dents in your hair? That's because of the hydrogen bonds. And this is why roller set curls last longer, because they set in that shape while they're going from a wet state to a dry state. Heat tools, a whole different story. Heat opens up your hair structure like an X sliding into your DMs. It breaks bonds fast, but here's the trick. Your curls need to cool before you touch them, and it takes about 10 minutes or more. So same as going from wet to dry, your hair locks in shape better when it is in that shape from hot to cold. Make sure you don't mess up your curls before you let them cool completely, or they will ghost you. And if you ever notice, that's why some stylists clip their curls in place while they're curling it before they let them drop and brush them out, because it's the cooling, not just the heat, that makes them last. So if your curls fall faster than your Wi-Fi signal, you probably didn't do one of the things. You didn't let them cool before you start touching them. Your hair is crying out for moisture and repair, or you just need to apologize to your hair for all that heat damage. And lastly, ever wonder why it's hard to reshape your hair right after flat ironing or curling it? It's because the hydrogen bonds have already set into the new shape as the hair cools. As we went over before, remember I told you, heat temporarily reshapes the hair. So when you use the heat tools and break down the hydrogen bonds, it takes on that new shape, which is straight or curly. And then the cooling action actually locks it in. So once the hair cools and the hydrogen bonds reform into their new position, it is so hard to change it to a new position immediately. Now, the way to fix that is you would need moisture. And so once those or more heat to reset it. If you mess up a curl and you want to change direction, you either have to introduce moisture, which breaks down the hydrogen bonds again, or apply more heat to reshape it.